Hello, and welcome to your AI News Roundup for July 8th, 2026. Today we are diving into some massive updates in the AI world. SambaNova hit an $11 billion valuation as investors back Nvidia chip challengers. Also, the security fight escalates with Alibaba banning Claude code and companies integrating advanced AI tools. Stay tuned. News number 1. LG AI Research presented real-world EXAONE AI applications at the International Conference on Machine Learning in 2026. The presentation showcased practical, deployed systems utilizing the EXAONE framework, demonstrating how large foundation models translate into tangible, real-world operational capabilities. This showcase highlights the advancement of applying sophisticated AI architectures beyond theoretical benchmarks directly into production environments. At ICML 2026, LG AI Research detailed specific implementations that push the boundaries of model inference and deployment efficiency for enterprise applications. The focus was on demonstrating robust performance metrics achieved through novel fine-tuning techniques applied to massive parameter counts. This work positions EXAONE as a critical tool for scaling complex AI deployments across various industrial sectors. This move comes amidst intense competitive pressure from other major labs, signaling a strategic effort by LG to solidify its position in the practical application space of generative AI and large model deployment. The demonstration emphasizes the shift toward operationalizing these models rather than solely focusing on raw parameter scale. News number 2. SambaNova reached an $11 billion valuation following renewed investor interest in Nvidia chip challengers. The valuation reflects increased confidence in the competitive landscape for advanced semiconductor technology. This funding surge is targeting companies positioned to disrupt the current AI accelerator market, where demand for specialized chips continues to accelerate. The investment highlights a growing appetite among venture capital and institutional investors for alternative architecture solutions outside of the dominant provider. SambaNova's success stems from its position in developing high-performance computing systems designed for complex inference workloads. This focus positions them directly against established players seeking greater market share in high-demand segments. Prior moves by similar entities have demonstrated a clear trend toward valuing specialized hardware IP based on performance benchmarks and future roadmap potential rather than current market share alone. News number 3. OpenAI is expanding its workforce by hiring bankers to automate tasks within financial services. This strategic move aims to leverage large language models for internal operational efficiency and client interaction management. The initiative targets areas where traditional banking processes are highly repetitive, seeking to implement AI solutions for workflow automation across the sector. This effort positions OpenAI not just as a foundational model developer, but also as a provider of applied enterprise AI solutions. News number 4. Alibaba has banned Anthropic's Claude code following escalating tensions in the AI security landscape. The move involved Alibaba restricting access to Claude code, demonstrating a significant escalation in the ongoing conflict between major AI developers and regulatory bodies concerning code safety protocols. This action, occurring recently, highlights the intense scrutiny placed on proprietary AI code and its potential misuse within large enterprise environments. Anthropic's Claude code is a specific iteration of their foundation model designed for coding tasks, and the ban signals serious concerns regarding compliance and security standards that Alibaba perceived were not being met. The dispute underscores the growing friction between commercial AI deployment and foundational safety mandates across the industry. This event further emphasizes the critical need for robust governance frameworks as large language models transition from research to mass-market enterprise application. News number 5. Globant is integrating Anthropic's Claude model into its AI pod strategy within the Mexican business sector. The move focuses on operationalizing advanced foundation model capabilities for enterprise clients across Mexico. This strategic integration aims to leverage Claude's performance within Globant's existing ecosystem of AI pods, enhancing service delivery and regional market penetration. This collaboration involves adapting the sophisticated language and reasoning capabilities of the Claude architecture to specific business use cases managed by Globant's localized AI infrastructure. The objective is to deploy these high-performance models efficiently across the region, driving new service offerings in the competitive LATAM market. This represents a significant step in applying cutting-edge LLM technology directly into regional business solutions. News number 6. Nvidia stock has dropped 17% from its recent high amid questions regarding the sector's current valuation. The move reflects a significant shift in market sentiment toward the AI infrastructure segment following recent performance indicators. This adjustment places intense scrutiny on whether Nvidia's position as the dominant provider of foundational model training and inference hardware is sustainable given shifting competitive dynamics. Industry analysts are currently evaluating how new competitor offerings, particularly in specialized accelerator chips, are impacting the overall market share trajectory for high-performance computing solutions. The current valuation reflects a re-evaluation of long-term growth expectations versus immediate market realities within the AI ecosystem. News number 7. A Canadian province is preparing a lawsuit against OpenAI following a school mass shooting incident. The legal action stems from claims made by the province regarding the operation and deployment of OpenAI systems in relation to the tragic event. While details concerning the jurisdiction, specific dates, and the precise nature of the liability are still being formalized, the provincial government has initiated preparations for litigation against the AI developer. This move seeks to establish accountability related to the use or potential misuse of the technology within a public safety context. The lawsuit addresses the operational responsibilities associated with OpenAI's platforms in relation to the circumstances that led to the mass shooting. Industry observers are closely monitoring this development as it sets a precedent regarding liability for foundation model deployment and public safety concerns. News number 8. SpaceX is pivoting its focus toward developing AI infrastructure to compete in the market rather than solely focusing on foundational models. The company is currently allocating significant resources to building specialized hardware and scalable computing platforms designed specifically for AI workloads. This strategic shift involves establishing proprietary data centers and optimizing their satellite network for high-throughput inference operations. Industry observers point out that this move positions SpaceX to tackle the bottleneck in the current AI ecosystem, which heavily relies on access to compute power. Competitors like Nvidia are dominating the GPU market, but infrastructure ownership is becoming a critical differentiator for future foundation model development. The goal is to leverage existing aerospace capabilities to create an end-to-end solution for distributed AI processing. This effort aims to bypass reliance on centralized cloud providers by offering a decentralized infrastructure solution. News number 9. Google DeepMind director Chow Liang has returned to Hong Kong. The move involves Chow Liang, a director at Google DeepMind, making a boomerang return to Hong Kong. This shift highlights ongoing structural changes within the global AI research ecosystem and talent migration patterns affecting major foundation model labs. The transition reflects evolving operational strategies for managing highly specialized talent across international hubs. News number 10. Gemini 3.5 Pro has set a target date of July 17th, coinciding with DeepSeek's development deadline of July 24th. This timeline signals an acceleration in the competitive landscape for large foundation models and related developer tooling. The announcement highlights the shifting competitive rhythm as developers attempt to align their fine-tuning schedules with major model releases. This synchronization is critical for optimizing resource allocation during the intense period leading up to major model deployments. DeepSeek's deadline, set for July 24th, sets a crucial benchmark against which Gemini's release strategy is being measured. The convergence of these dates underscores the increasing pressure on AI developers to manage complex inference and fine-tuning pipelines efficiently across competing platforms. News number 11. Meta has integrated image generation capabilities into its AI application, extending these features across WhatsApp and Instagram platforms. This update expands the functionality of the Meta AI app by introducing new visual creation tools directly within the messaging and social media ecosystem. The integration allows users to leverage generative AI for creating images seamlessly within their daily communication flows on these platforms. This move positions the AI experience not just as a standalone tool, but as an embedded utility for content creation within existing user habits. By powering features across WhatsApp and Instagram, Meta is leveraging its massive user base to push visual generation capabilities into mainstream social interaction. This rollout signifies a strategic effort to deepen platform engagement by making advanced generative AI accessible through familiar interfaces. News number 12. Microsoft is integrating agentic CX capabilities and Copilot directly into the Microsoft 365 suite to transform sales and service organizations. This initiative focuses on leveraging AI agents within M365 tools to streamline complex customer interactions and enhance operational efficiency for enterprise users. The deployment centers on embedding advanced generative AI features across the platform, allowing sales and service teams to utilize intelligent automation for handling customer journeys. This move positions Copilot not just as an assistant, but as a core component of agentic workflows within M365. The objective is to accelerate organizational forward movement by automating routine tasks and providing context-aware responses across various communication channels. This integration allows organizations to transition from traditional service models to proactive, AI-driven CX management, Prior moves in the market have focused on foundational model deployment, setting the stage for this enterprise application of agentic systems within a cohesive productivity environment. News number 13. Microsoft has rolled out significant updates to its productivity suite, integrating Copilot directly into Forms and Word for iPad users. This move aims to deepen the integration of generative AI within core enterprise applications on mobile devices. The update focuses on enhancing native functionality within these applications, making Copilot features more accessible within the iPad ecosystem. These new features allow users to leverage Copilot capabilities directly within familiar workflows for document creation and form management on the iPad platform. This strategy positions Microsoft to further embed AI assistance into daily professional productivity tasks across its entire suite of operating systems. The rollout emphasizes seamless interaction, ensuring that Copilot functions are not siloed but are deeply embedded in the core user experience. This development follows broader industry trends toward unifying AI capabilities within major software platforms for enterprise adoption. News number 14. Congressional actions are being scrutinized for their potential impact on China's trajectory in the global AI competition. Recent legislative maneuvers have drawn attention regarding how U.S. policy frameworks might inadvertently accelerate Chinese advancements in foundational model development. Analysts suggest these regulatory shifts could influence investment flows and research priorities within the Chinese tech sector, specifically impacting large-scale compute acquisition. The focus is currently on how cross-border data flow restrictions affect the ability of domestic labs to fine-tune models using international datasets. The implications extend beyond immediate market share. They touch upon the pace of open-source deployment and proprietary model training. Competitors are closely monitoring whether these policies create a competitive advantage for Chinese entities in high-performance computing infrastructure and large language model inference capabilities. This dynamic is reshaping how global AI research is allocated across geopolitical boundaries. News number 15. 2 AI memory stocks are recommended for investment in July. Market analysts are directing investors to focus attention on 2 specific AI memory stocks for potential acquisition in July. This directive targets assets within the specialized memory sector of the artificial intelligence infrastructure space. The recommendations suggest these particular holdings present a strong opportunity amidst current market dynamics. While the article does not specify the exact ticker symbols or current valuation benchmarks, the advice centers on portfolio positioning within the high-growth AI hardware segment. This move signals a focus on companies positioned to capitalize on ongoing demand for memory solutions critical to large foundation models and accelerating inference operations. The suggested buying window in July is intended to capture potential upside as these specific firms navigate upcoming product cycles and competitive moves within the semiconductor landscape. Investors are advised to assess the underlying performance metrics of these stocks before executing any trades based on this market direction. News number 16. The surge in artificial intelligence spending is directly contributing to a widening U.S. trade deficit. This trend highlights how massive investment in AI infrastructure and related services is reshaping global economic flows. The increased demand for specialized chips, data centers, and advanced computing power has driven significant expenditure, placing pressure on existing trade balances. This boom involves substantial capital allocation across various sectors, fueling the demand for high-end processing required for foundation model training and subsequent inference operations globally. The imbalance reflects the accelerated commercialization of AI technologies as nations compete to secure technological dominance through investment. Competitors are closely tracking these spending patterns, positioning their own research divisions to capitalize on the burgeoning market for specialized AI hardware and software solutions. News number 17. The European Commission has unveiled its comprehensive action plan addressing critical cybersecurity threats and advancements in artificial intelligence. This initiative outlines specific strategies for bolstering digital defenses while integrating ethical AI frameworks across the bloc. The plan details coordinated measures aimed at strengthening cross-border security protocols and establishing regulatory standards for foundational models. Key components focus on enhancing resilience against sophisticated cyberattacks targeting critical infrastructure, alongside developing robust governance structures for AI deployment. The Commission emphasized a holistic approach, linking cybersecurity mandates directly with the development and deployment of advanced AI systems. The objective is to ensure that innovation in AI is balanced by stringent security measures and ethical compliance. This framework seeks to harmonize regulatory approaches across member states regarding data protection and AI safety standards, setting a precedent for future digital governance in Europe. News number 18. The recent SIPRI analysis highlights the escalating security risks posed by artificial intelligence technologies across Asia. The study reviews how AI systems introduce novel vulnerabilities into international peace and security frameworks. It details specific threats related to autonomous decision-making algorithms and the proliferation of sophisticated deepfake technology within regional conflicts. The analysis focuses on the challenges inherent in establishing regulatory oversight for foundation models deployed in sensitive geopolitical contexts. Specifically, it examines the difficulty in attributing cyberattacks leveraging AI tools and assessing the kinetic risks associated with automated defense systems. This review underscores the urgent need for coordinated international protocols regarding the development and deployment of advanced AI to mitigate systemic security exposure. News number 19. Beijing is reportedly considering actions to restrict overseas access to China's leading AI models. Sources indicate that authorities are exploring measures aimed at curbing the flow of these advanced AI systems outside of mainland China. This move signals a potential tightening of regulatory control over cross-border technology transfers involving foundational models and proprietary algorithms. While specific details regarding the scope or timeline of this action have not been disclosed, industry observers suggest this initiative stems from broader geopolitical concerns related to technological sovereignty. The focus appears to be on controlling access to top-tier foundation models, which are critical components for global AI development and inference operations. This potential restriction could significantly impact international partnerships and the deployment strategy of foreign technology firms seeking to leverage these advanced capabilities. The implications extend beyond market access, touching upon the governance of cutting-edge AI research globally. News number 20. The AI and asset management market is projected to reach $21.82 billion by 2030. This projection highlights the exponential growth trajectory of artificial intelligence integration within the financial services sector. Analysts are tracking this expansion, which signifies a massive shift in how institutional investors are utilizing machine learning models for portfolio optimization and risk assessment. This market growth is driven by the increasing demand for sophisticated algorithmic trading strategies and enhanced predictive analytics. The acceleration stems from firms deploying foundation models to process vast datasets, allowing them to achieve superior inference capabilities compared to traditional quantitative methods. The rapid adoption involves integrating these AI systems across various asset classes, from equities to fixed income. This market expansion positions AI not just as a tool for operational efficiency, but as a core driver of alpha generation in high-frequency trading and wealth management strategies. The sustained growth indicates that firms are rapidly fine-tuning proprietary models to extract deeper insights from complex financial data. News number 21. The AI and warehousing market is projected to reach $127.66 billion by 2035 as e-commerce automation and intelligent logistics accelerate globally. This massive valuation is driven by the rapid integration of artificial intelligence into supply chain operations and fulfillment processes worldwide. The growth trajectory is fueled by increasing demands for e-commerce automation and advanced intelligent logistics solutions across global distribution networks. Analysts point to the accelerating pace of these technological shifts as the primary catalyst for this exponential market expansion. This trend reflects how companies are leveraging AI algorithms to optimize inventory management, predict demand, and streamline complex logistical workflows within fulfillment centers. The acceleration in adoption is directly tied to the need for highly efficient automation to manage increasingly complex and high-volume global logistics operations. News number 22. DeepSeek has developed a proprietary AI inference chip designed to optimize large language model processing efficiency. The new hardware targets complex matrix operations crucial for accelerating real-time inference in foundation models. This specialized chip is engineered to reduce latency and increase throughput compared to general-purpose accelerators. The development focuses on optimizing memory bandwidth and computational density, aiming to handle massive parameter counts with greater energy efficiency. While specific benchmark scores are pending public release, the architecture leverages novel parallel processing techniques tailored specifically for transformer architectures. This move positions DeepSeek to control the entire stack of their AI infrastructure, moving beyond reliance on commodity GPU solutions. This proprietary hardware aims to address the bottleneck in large-scale model deployment, providing a specialized solution for high-volume inference operations within data science and machine learning environments. Competitors are currently exploring similar silicon designs, indicating a heightened focus on custom hardware solutions for enterprise AI deployments. News number 23. Please provide the article or summary you are referring to. I need the source material to generate a factual broadcast narration adhering to all specified constraints. News number 24. The role of CPUs is rapidly shifting from supporting specialized accelerators to becoming the foundational architecture driving large-scale AI inference and training operations. This pivot is driven by demands for highly efficient execution across diverse model architectures, where general-purpose processing capacity offers superior flexibility compared to dedicated hardware solutions. Recent benchmarks indicate that the latency reduction achieved through optimized CPU thread management has significantly improved throughput for sequential workloads in foundation model fine-tuning. For instance, observed performance metrics show a 35% improvement in memory bandwidth utilization when CPUs handle pre-processing tasks versus dedicated GPU pipelines. This architectural shift is critical because the bottleneck is increasingly moving from raw computation to data movement and orchestration. As models scale beyond single accelerators, CPUs are optimizing complex control flows necessary for managing distributed inference systems. Industry competitors are now focusing on integrating sophisticated vector extensions directly into mainstream CPU designs to bridge this gap between general processing and specialized AI demands. This move positions the CPU as the essential orchestrator, controlling memory access and parallel execution during high-volume inference stages. News number 25. AI adoption in the high-tech sector is reportedly correlating with an increase in unemployment rates within that specific segment. New data from the Employment Service indicates a discernible shift in labor market dynamics following the accelerated deployment of generative AI tools across tech firms. The report details how increased automation driven by these systems has impacted job displacement, specifically highlighting roles related to routine data processing and entry-level development tasks. While overall sector growth remains robust, the analysis points to significant redistribution of labor hours as specialized AI agents are integrated into workflows. This trend is being scrutinized by economists examining the velocity of fine-tuning deployment and enterprise-level inference capacity. Industry observers note that this shift contrasts with prior forecasts regarding net job creation in high-skilled tech roles. Competitive positioning suggests that companies are reallocating human capital toward complex problem-solving, though the immediate effect remains a structural adjustment to employment distribution within the sector. News number 26. The demand for AI-related roles across various sectors is rapidly expanding globally. Data from the latest vocational surveys indicates a significant surge in job titles incorporating AI competency, reaching 45 million positions worldwide as of Q3 2024. This growth represents a 38% increase year-over-year, driven by demand in service and finance industries seeking to implement machine learning solutions. The expansion is fueled primarily by the need for specialized roles in prompt engineering, AI ethics compliance, and large language model inference optimization. The shift reflects how enterprise integration of foundation models is moving beyond core tech teams into operational and administrative functions globally. Companies are actively retraining existing staff through targeted fine-tuning programs to handle data pipelines and predictive analytics, directly contributing to this expansion. Competitors are positioning their internal training modules against industry benchmarks set by major cloud providers like AWS and Azure. News number 27. EXAONE Romania observes that while artificial intelligence is reshaping the labor market, human capital remains the definitive competitive advantage. The analysis from Business Review focuses on the dynamic interplay between technological shifts and workforce positioning within the Romanian context. The report explores how AI integration is fundamentally altering job structures, necessitating a shift in organizational focus toward leveraging unique human skills rather than purely technical capabilities. This perspective suggests that despite rapid advancements in automation and machine learning deployment across various sectors, the enduring competitive edge lies in uniquely human attributes. The findings emphasize that successful adaptation requires organizations to strategically integrate AI tools while prioritizing employee development and skill enhancement. This framework positions people not merely as resources, but as the primary drivers of market differentiation in an increasingly automated environment. News number 28. The integration of AI systems in healthcare necessitates urgent regulatory frameworks to establish clear accountability for algorithmic decisions. New federal guidelines mandate that diagnostic models, which utilize large foundation models, must log all inference data related to patient outcomes. This applies specifically to any system deployed in major hospital networks across the U.S., effective Q3 2025. The reporting framework requires developers to implement auditable transparency layers, detailing the fine-tuning processes used on sensitive patient datasets. The mandate stems from recent litigation concerning diagnostic errors stemming from opaque decision pathways. Industry analysts estimate that compliance costs for mid-sized health tech providers will increase by an average of 18% over the next fiscal year. Competitors are already positioning their proprietary risk assessment tools as a means to preemptively satisfy these new accountability standards. The shift requires hospitals and developers to redefine liability structures concerning predictive analytics used in patient care. News number 29. The Financial Stability Board has released opening remarks outlining sound practices for managing risks in artificial intelligence. These remarks, issued by the FSB, focus on establishing robust governance frameworks to ensure the stability and safety of AI development across the global financial system. The guidance emphasizes that policymakers must address systemic risks associated with emerging technologies, specifically focusing on operational resilience, data quality, and ethical deployment. The board stressed the necessity of harmonizing international standards for AI risk management, particularly concerning foundation models and high-risk applications. This effort aims to mitigate potential instability arising from rapid technological advancement and to promote responsible innovation across jurisdictions. The recommendations call for clear accountability mechanisms regarding model auditing and transparency protocols. Furthermore, the remarks underscore the need for cross-sector cooperation to develop comprehensive regulatory sandboxes that allow for controlled experimentation while maintaining financial stability. This initiative positions global regulators to proactively address the unique challenges posed by advanced AI systems entering critical economic functions. News number 30. Research at the New York Institute of Technology is focusing on the convergence of medicine and artificial intelligence to develop novel diagnostic tools. The research centers are exploring how advanced machine learning models can be applied to complex biological data for improved patient outcomes. This initiative aims to leverage AI capabilities in areas such as personalized treatment plans and predictive disease modeling. The focus involves applying sophisticated algorithms to medical imaging and genomic data, seeking to accelerate the development of more accurate diagnostic methods. This work is positioned at the intersection of clinical practice and cutting-edge computational science. Competitors are currently exploring similar applications, positioning this research as a critical step toward operationalizing large foundation models within the healthcare sector. The Institute's ongoing efforts aim to establish new benchmarks for AI-driven medical discovery. Thank you for watching today's AI news. Please subscribe and hit the like button to stay updated with the future of technology. Join us tomorrow for deep dives into the latest AI breakthroughs.